Where'd my screen go? Okay, cool. All right, guys. So welcome to tonight's team call. We originally were supposed to have Meredith Kelly on. However, she, I guess, was down at the, got all this makeup on my face. Sorry about that, y'all. She was down at the marathon today in Boston. So, and I believe she was going to like some games or something after that, and she totally spaced on it. So that's okay. We can just do our own thing over here. You know, I didn't change the actual name of this call, my big secret to my success as a Beachbody coach, because that's really what I'm going to talk about. Is I know that I, promoted this as we're going to teach you how to make Success Club this month, but really making Success Club each month is just doing the daily behavior. So we're going to get into that and we'll talk about that. But first, let's see here. Waste. Oh, my computer is doing a little, oh. All right, there we go. Let's talk about who's on their way in Success Club. And I love that we're like just halfway through the month and we've got this giant list of people. So Amanda Waite, Sue Millard, Stephen Bovair. Do I say that right, Renata? I hope I do. Anyway, Courtney Malvasio, Mariah Nichols, Tyler Openshaw, Bridget, Regina, Ryan, Heather, Dominique, Cynthia, Tammy, William, Amanda, Erica, Brianna, and I love seeing new people on this list too. Like we've got brand new coaches that are on here. Taylor, Adam, Dana, Sophia, Trinity, Rachel, Tammy, Danielle, Sydney, Paula, Stephen, Ashley, Sarah, Amanda Prey, Candace Crocker, Casey Stallard, and Elisa Schulman. That's a lot of people who are already on their way to Success Club. And many of them just need one more person and they're there, and the rest just need two more people and they're there. So I know we talk about it all the time, but really Success Club is how you grow your business. It's just a small measurement of how to get to where you want to go. It's something to shoot for every month. And it's not about the numbers, it's about how many people you're helping. But if you're helping 3 people a month, that's what your goal is, then you're going to build your business and you're going to start moving it forward. And you're going to do what you set out to do, which is to help other people. All right, and then those who are in Success Club, Kylie with 14, myself with 14, Erica Larson with 12, Casey Openshaw with 10, Renata with 8, Mark with 8, Shannon with 6, Danielle with 6, and Meg with 5. So, I mean, that is badass to be in Success Club already this month. Kylie and myself actually qualified to have pictures taken, photo ops down when we're in Punta Cana with the celebrity trainers because we reached SE10 before the 14th of the month. So that's pretty cool. We'll be able to meet the newest trainer, Chris Downing. So can't wait to meet him, take a picture with him, and be able to kind of use that as some fodder on my Facebook to talk about how we have a new trainer and a new program coming out. And as I said, those who make Success Club, guys, their businesses grow faster. When you make Success Club consistently, you will achieve, on average, I will say, I'm not going to guarantee anything. There's the whole disclaimer, whatever. But, on average, those who make Success Club consistently can achieve a 6-figure income within 3 years. If you're making Success Club 10 or higher consistently, obviously you're going to get there a lot quicker. So if your goal is to create freedom for yourself financially and freedom from your job or freedom to do what you want to or to travel and to help a lot of people, that's how you are going to achieve that. I also wanted to highlight some rank advancements tonight because you guys, our team is killing it right now. When I look at just like what's happened in April so far, we have 6 people who've gone Emerald. So we've got Danielle Beckwith, we've got Courtney Malvasio, Erica Lovely, Ashley Cyrone, Tammy Bills, and Elisa Schulman. All went Emerald so far this month. We're only halfway through the month and we have 6 new Emeralds. That is crazy. What I love about that, you guys, is if you see that these people are going Emerald and you're not there yet, it shows you can do this, right? Like it's something that's achievable. Other people are doing it. And then new diamond coaches. We have 4 new diamond coaches in the month of April so far. We have Renata and Shannon who went diamond on the same day. Renata is Shannon's coach. How crazy is that? So she's going into 1-star qualifying. Erica Larson and Amanda Waite, and I'm just so proud of all of you guys. Diamond is such an amazing, amazing accomplishment. You know, Emerald is where you activate your business center. Emerald's where you activate the fact that you can get like a team cycle bonus. And it's where it shows you that like, oh, this is what I'm doing as a coach. It's kind of like an orientation into here's how you sign coaches. And then when you go Diamond, it means you've repeated going Emerald 4 times and you taught 2 other people how to do that, right? So now your goal is to teach those people how to repeat going Emerald and get 2 people to Emerald. And that's duplication. And I love that part of this business. It's a trickle down effect. It's, you know, that ripple effect of like, here's how you do this. I now know how to. I just did. I'm going to turn around and teach you to. And 2-star is really the next goal for these guys on here. We're going to get you in a 2-star push group. But Diamond is so amazing. It's such an awesome accomplishment because it's like really when you become a leader in this business. It's when you have like a stack of coaches that you've signed up that you now have to put in challenge groups and to help get their fitness goals. It's where you found some emeralds that want to run with you. And so your next step is really team leader and going 2-star once you're a diamond coach. And you get to cycle at a higher amount, $18 a cycle instead of $14. So you get a little boost there too. So nice job, guys. Congratulations. That's just freaking awesome. And we had some ladder advancements this month as well. So Katie Meserve went to team leader on the leadership ladder. If you guys were at Super Saturday, you saw my training on that. Team leader means that you have built yourself a sustainable business. When you first go diamond, you can be a bit wobbly. It's really easy to fall out of diamond and back into diamond. But when you're a team leader, it means like you are at diamond and you are steady there. And I mean, of course, Katie's a little further than diamond, but team leaders make on average $2,500 a month. Those are the people who stay consistent at team leader. Of course, you can make more than that, and especially when you're a 2-star like Katie and you can make your quarterly bonuses and things like that. But it's creating a really great income for yourself. And then business starters this month, Heather Sprague and Danielle Beckwith. So congratulations to you guys too. That means they went Emerald. They've got their business centers going. They've activated it. They can take part in team cycle bonuses. So it's all really, really fantastic stuff. All right, couple announcements. The Lucky Duck contest. So if you haven't seen my video on that, go and look in the search bar of our team page and type in Lucky Duck or whatever, and it'll pop up for you. But the Lucky Duck contest is something super fun that we are doing, and I shared the image that shows you how you achieve or earn ducks. Every single duck will have a prize attached to it. So you can literally earn a duck and you know that you're getting something. All of the ducks will have numbers on them. And so at Summit, what we're going to do is we're going to bring all those ducks and we're going to put them in a pond, in a bathtub. And we're going to have those who are there who earn ducks pick their ducks. And if you're not at Summit, it doesn't matter. We'll have somebody pick the ducks for you. So you can still achieve ducks and win. And the prizes will be all over the board. It can be ranging from like not $0, obviously it has to cost at least $1, but to, a $50 prize or whatever. So they're all random. You can earn one by being the highest Success Club earner this month. You can earn one by being in Success Club 5 this month, next month, and the month after. You can earn one by moving up in rank, by moving up the leadership ladder. So take a peek at the contest rules, you guys, and start earning those ducks, because how fun is that? Also, find, share, invite, ongoing self-leading training. So I'm actually going to jump out of my slides for a hot minute, and I'm going to come over to, get out of my way, to Facebook, because I want to show you a little something that we did today. So when you come in here, you may be added. Okay, so if you're a brand new coach on this call, your coach will probably add you into this group. If you are a veteran coach on this call, or you've already been through a Find, Share, Invite group, this group is here for you to add your people to. And instead of us running this group each month, we're going to start actually just using this as an ongoing space. So I've edited the posts so that it reflects that and actually can follow along with that. And when you come in here, you'll see that there's a little welcome. It's going to let you know that why you were added in here, gives you a few tips. Like your prerequisites are that, like, make sure that you've done a get started right call and watch the orientation video and talk to your coach. And at this point, you've also should have gone through phase 1 and phase 2 on the team website, training website. And when those are all met and you've got a good PD book in hand, then your coach should be adding you in here. So if your coach added you in here before you did those things, it's going to stop somebody in their tracks. So they're like, wait a second. And they'll go back to their coach and say, I haven't done this, this, and this yet. So I should probably do that first. And then you can communicate with them and you can walk them through. But if they're supposed to be in here, welcome, start here. This group will help you learn how to use social media to attract your audience, build relationships, post, have conversations, and invite, follow up, and duplicate your behaviors for a successful business. Things to know. So it's going to walk them through. These posts are numbered 1 through 22. Start at post 1 and work your way through. You can take this training at your own pace. It was set up as a 21-day group. You can take longer or you can get through it in less time. It's up to you and how fast you want to learn and or get your business off the ground. The posts do not stay in order, so make it easy and use the search. So they'll have to come over here and search if they want to, and like be like post 2 to go find that. So I explained that to them. Also, tag your coach when you're done assignments so they can be sure to get a notification and check in on it. And if you have any questions, make sure you let your coach know, and then really delve in and take it seriously. If you do, you'll learn a great deal and your business will benefit from it. Have fun. So when you come up here too, you'll also notice that I made a Oh, you can't see it? Oh, hold on. Let me stop share and then reshare. Hold on. Share screen. Want to make sure you can see it. Share screen. Whoop. See it now? How about now? How about that? How about that? All right, yes, okay. So let me move these videos out of the way. Sorry, this video is like in my way and I can't see what I want to see. Okay, cool. All right, so when you come over here, this is what it looks like, right? Still looks like the Find, Share, Invite group. You can add your people right here. You've got your welcome, which is what I was just reading through. I also recommend turning notifications off for this group because that way they won't get a ton of, updates and notifications from new people joining it and new people doing their, assignments. They can just keep track of it. So also I explained that they can use the search bar to look for the next post that they're going to since they're not in order to keep it easy. Basically all the information is right here. So if we wanted them to start with post 1, we'd just search. Pops up post 22. Well, I probably should have done post 1 like this. Maybe I should make that a little detailed, but anyways, it probably would have only had 3 posts there. But post 1, you can come right in here. They can watch this, listen to it, comment, do whatever they're supposed to do for their coach to see. Then they could go to, post 2. Right there. They can go ahead and scroll through that. So really easy for them to follow along and get the leadership and the information that they need to move forward with their business without us constantly having to create groups. And, also it helps that problem with like, okay, what if I only have like 1 coach starting right now? And so I don't want to like create just a group for just 1 person. And we don't have an actual Find, Share, Invite group starting until like the 19th and it's the 1st and I don't want to postpone them and yada, yada, yada. This takes care of that problem. They can just throw them right in there after they've gone through phase 1 and phase 2 and have them start walking through those steps. I also think that this is a really great way to kind of weed through, right? Like, I don't want to say like weed through in a negative way, but if you have coaches that are telling you, yeah, I'm ready to run with this, I want to get this done, and you're like, great, did you do the orientation video yet? And they're like, no, not yet, I'm going to get to it. And then you check in and they haven't, and you check in and they haven't, and you check in and they haven't. This is kind of eliminating that, right? So like if you created a training group and it's crickets in there, like, it's so like, oh, okay, guys, you ready? You're going to check in? You're going to check in? You're going to check in? This way, it's like, this is self-paced. So, like, if you're getting back to me and saying, guess what? I'm on, like, post 5, and I put them in there yesterday, and they've done all the assignments, like, that's somebody I know is ready to run in this business, and I'm going to match their efforts. If it's somebody who's going day by day, same thing, going to match their efforts. But it lets me know where to put most of my attention. And it's going to give you a good view too of like how much that person has learned so far. Because also with those other groups, like, you know, when you're doing it in a big group, it's hard to tell, like, is somebody following along? Is somebody like keeping up with the assignments, you know? And so this is just a nice way of like, hey, done this post, and in almost every single post, especially if there's an assignment, it says tag your coach in like capital letters. So people can follow along with that. Make sense? Cool. Any questions? Good. You like the idea? Awesome. There's nodding heads. I like nodding heads. All right. Okay. Can people now see my slides again? Just type yes in the chat because I do have that up. Yay, nay? Cool. All right. So we talked FSI group, we talked Ducky group, Summit. Guys, if you're not registered for Summit already, get registered. We can squeeze as many people as possible into that house. That just makes it cheaper for everybody. We can split the cost, and that's really fun, and it'll make it, why is that happening? Do you see this? There's like drawings happening on my thing. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so get registered for Summit. If you guys are, you know, worried about money to get to Summit, here's an idea. Push a little harder in your business and make more money so that it takes care of that problem. But I can tell you that those people who go to Summit, they do better in their business because you get to see the grand scheme of things. You learn from leaders who have gone ahead of you. I know tons of people who have that like aha moment. I know that when I went to my very first Summit, I was like, oh my God, this is like way bigger than I ever thought. And when I was listening to people speak on stage, I was like, that's going to be me one day. Like that totally can do that. You know what I mean? And it just was like, then I went to some of the workshops and they were like saying things that I was already telling other people to do. And I was like, well, I haven't even had training and they're saying the same thing I am. So I must be on the right track. Or I would have those nuggets that I was like, ooh, I'm going to go home and I'm going to try that immediately. And then working out with the celebrity trainers and just being surrounded by your team and all of that stuff, it's just completely incredible. So if you're not registered and maybe you have some things like coming up that like are excuses for you, like money or time, or you're just not sure yet or whatever, talk with your coach and have them help you set up a plan to get there. You know, it's not for a few months. It's totally doable. We'd love to have you there. You should get there. If this business is important to you, you really should be there. What to expect while we're in Punta Cana. So I know I put up a post today. You guys, I want you to just go check that out. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it, but I gave you a little idea of like what's going to happen while some of the leaders are away. Kat will be running the team call, so you're still going to have a team call on Monday at 9:30. You'll still have the team page to check into. I'll be checking my messages at least once a day. I mean, I have my phone on me at all times, but like I'll have at least some set time in the afternoon that I'll be like, okay, I'm going to check my messages and respond real quick. So if it's something that you desperately need, you can message me. I will be doing my power hour every day while I'm down there. And I will be taking part in the 3 Vitals group or the 4 Vitals group while I'm down there. There's no excuses for me. I can literally lay by a pool and have a cocktail and have Teamsy open on my phone and get my follow-ups in and stuff. So you can expect me to still be in there and the other leaders probably as well. Okay, next. All right, so how do you make Success Club this month? Do a power hour every single day. You know, if you guys don't know what a power hour is, then you need to go to phase 1 and phase 2 of the Team Project Fearless website and check that out. But we have power hour trackers for you to use while you're doing it. There's a couple different ones. There's some in the files section too of the team page. So there's a couple of them on the website, a couple of them on the files section of the team page. So if you need something that's going to help you sort of track, you can, you know, type those or print those out and use them to help you track. You could also use Teamsy. You can use just a regular planner or a notebook, but make sure you're getting your power hour in every single day. And that just means that you are friending at least 5 new people. What that's doing for you is that's expanding your audience. It's getting more eyes on those posts that you're putting up, and it's helping you to build relationships through your social media posts so that you can actually start a conversation with them later and have it be a warm conversation that can lead into a potential invite. Start 5 new convos. So super duper easy, guys. You know, everybody who says I don't have time, you can start 5 new combos in 5 minutes. You can do that while you're sitting on the toilet. Not gonna lie, you really can. You can do it in bed really quickly before you get up in the morning. You can do it while you're sitting at a red light in traffic. You can do it on your lunch break. You could do it before you leave the office to get home. There's so much time that you can do this, but starting at least 5 new conversations a day minimum. And those are the hey girls, those are the hey, I saw the picture of your dog. Those are those sorts of conversations that you're starting. You're not just jumping in and saying, hey, you want to join a challenge group? You're not just jumping in and saying, I'm a coach. Have you ever considered coaching? These are building relationships. You are starting conversations. Hey, Bubba. Follow up with all who liked. So what does that mean? All who liked your posts. So every day you're to post 3 to 5 times a day. 2 of those posts should be Beachbody related. So I always say you don't have to separate Beachbody from what you're talking about. You can intertwine it and make it fit into both things. So, maybe one is your workout. That's a Beachbody post. And then maybe later on in the day, you post a Transformation Tuesday pick, right? Like one of your challengers did really well. Or you post something that's like Mindset Monday and you talk about your personal development and how that's changed something for you. Or maybe you talk about one of your coaches who's doing well. Or maybe you talk about a sneak peek that's coming up or a challenge group invite. But 2 Beachbody related posts a day. Maybe it's something about lifestyle. Maybe it's something that you made more money. You guys, if you need ideas for post ideas, go to the file section of the team page, and there's like a list like yay long that tells you like what types of things you can post. So check that out. And then when people like them, then you reach out to them. Hey, I saw you like my post about XYZ. How are you doing? Today was a great day to be like, hey, how was your Easter? I noticed you liked my post the other day. We had so much fun. We went to brunch. We did this, and this. What did you do? Bam, conversation started. Also, birthdays, really, really easy. If people have birthdays, instead of just liking something on their page and saying happy birthday like most people do, go ahead and message them directly and say, hey, I saw it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you have an awesome day. Anything special planned? ? There's a conversation for you. You could do 5 of those a day. How many of you get birthday alerts? Every day there's like so many birthdays. You could get your 5 invites in just with birthdays. See, Amanda totally signed a girl from a birthday. Me too. I've signed people from birthdays. I've signed people from liking pictures of George. I've signed people from a lot of different weird things. Post 2. Okay, so follow up with anyone who on lists. Follow up with anyone on lists. Okay, so I talk about lists a lot. And before I started using Teamzy, and I still actually use Teamzy this way, because what I've learned is that you need to use Teamzy in a way that works for you and how you run your business, not how Teamzy wants you to run your business, okay? So before I started using Teamzy, I just used notebooks. I had a list of like everybody that I'd ever talked to. So if I had talked to somebody that day, like my 5 new people, right? They immediately went on that list. Now, if it was somebody that we started talking about challenge groups or we started talking about fitness goals and those sorts of things, they would go on what I called my hot list. And those are the people that I would follow up with most. And then there's the people who've said, maybe or not right now or whatever. And they go on my list, that like my forever list, right? But they just have a little note by them that's like check in with them like in a month. So follow up with your lists. Your list should be those who liked your posts, your hot list, and your forever list. And you always want to start with the people who liked your posts first, and then you want to go into your hot list because they're the people who are closest to purchasing. Really, really easy, right? And then after that, you're going into your forever list. Of course, that doesn't even count your 5 new, right? So your 5 new as well. And you're posting to Facebook. Okay, next. So one thing I wanted to chat about, in this business, there is no lack of resources. There's only a lack of resourcefulness. And what I mean by this, you guys, is that you actually have a crazy amount of resources on this team. We have the website, we have the team page, we have the files section of the team page, we have training groups and systems put in place for you. We have the Get Started Right call. We have the orientation video taped for you. We have the back office. We have the FAQs. We have our YouTube channel with all of our recorded videos from our team calls and trainings. You can go to YouTube and you can Google other coaches' trainings. You can just Google something and it'll pop up for you. There is no lack of resources in this business. If you are not being successful in your business right now, it is no one's fault but your own. You are the CEO of your business. So it is up to you to go and find the things that you need. And if you're not finding them, it is up to you to say to your coach, I need more of this. I'm feeling frustrated, or I need this, or this isn't happening for me. Can you help me? Right? So those people who go out there and find the things that they need are going to succeed more than those who don't. I was, when I signed up as a coach, I was never told what a challenge group was. I wasn't put in a challenge group. I was never put into a training group. I had no idea what Success Club was. I had nothing handed to me. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm quite frankly saying I think it made me a better coach, because I was just hungry and I didn't worry about, anything. I just was talking to people. And if something would pop up that I didn't know about, or I didn't know how to handle, I would immediately just write to Chris, my coach, and be like, hey, what do I do with this? Or, hey, where do I find this? Or, hey, what's this? And that just helped me be a better coach, because it taught me that I could find the resources I need and I could problem solve. So apply the law of duplication like there is no box, and think like there is no box. Yeah. So, that just means that everything that you do should be duplicatable. Are you overcomplicating this business? Everything that you do, you should be able to turn around and tell somebody else how to do it. Keeping things really, really simple. And at the same time, not thinking that just because somebody else did something some way that you can't try something new. That's the other thing. When I first started, I failed all the freaking time. I would try different training groups. I did so many Emerald groups, like Emerald City groups, like they were like 2 weeks, I'll get you to Emerald. I did like Diamond Dash groups. I did, all of these weird trainings where I wouldn't even make a template. I would just do it as I went. But through doing all those things, I learned what worked and I learned what didn't. So if you see something that your coach is doing that's working for them, do it. If it's not working for you, tweak it somehow so it's more like you. Or go ahead and try something nobody else has tried before, because who knows? You might find something that's really great. So think like there's no box, but also duplicate things, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can tweak. Engage the law of positive attitude. It will not work for you if you are constantly saying it won't work for you. I can't attract business builders, etc. I hear this so many times. I'm having a hard month. I don't know what's going on in my business. I can't seem to find anybody. I don't know. I can't find builders. I don't attract builders. I'm not good at helping people go diamond. Think about your words and how much power they hold. If this is your attitude, you need to do more personal development. You need to change those thoughts. Every single time you have a thought like that, just be like, whoa, that was negative. Where'd that come from? And if you are doing personal development like Gabby, you'll realize that those thoughts that are negative are ego-driven thoughts. They're not real. So as soon as you start recognizing that, you can change it. You can change your perspective. You can start saying, no, actually, I'm an amazing coach. I'm really great at this business. I'm loving what I'm doing, and I do attract builders into my life. And then, change your attitude and then change your actions. You can literally sit there and put a post up that, maybe you even copied a post, right, from a successful coach, and you put it up on your page. But if you do not believe that that post will work for you, or you don't believe what that post is actually saying, it's not going to work for you. It all starts here. So make sure that you are filling your brain with positive things so that you can move forward with your business. And start with what you have and get the job done. You guys, some of you don't have all the time on the planet, right? You've got really crazy busy schedules. Some of you have kids. Some of you are, working night shifts. Some of you have different things going on in your life. It doesn't matter, wherever you are is okay. It's actually exactly where you should be right now so that you can learn and push forward and move forward in your business. And with that, that's you. That's inherently you. So you can change somebody else's life because you've been through it or you've done it within what you have going on in your life. Does that make sense? So start with what you have and get the job done. If you have 10 minutes a day, you work your ass off during those 10 minutes a day. Everybody has more than 10 minutes a day, but you know what I mean. If you are super overweight right now, that's okay. Start with where you are and talk about it on a daily basis and where you're going. If you are still not making money in this business right now, that's okay. Talk about where you're going. So start with what you have, the resources that you have, and everything that you have within you, and move forward. Yes, Kylie, you attract what you think and talk about most. What you focus on grows. So you want to make sure that whatever you're focusing on is the positive and not the negative, because you're going to create more of what you don't want. Look at all these things I have all over the screen. It's like all over the place. I can't even see what I'm doing. All right. So 2 things holding you back in this business: excuses, or it's fear. And that fear can be of failure, of success, of rejection, of not thinking that you're doing things perfectly. Maybe you're a perfectionist, and like, unless it's like 100% perfect in your head, you're not going to take those steps forward and move forward with this business. But if it's 80%, accomplished and out there, it's going to help more people than if it's 100% done and up in here. Also, if you're fearing reaching out to people, you are being selfish. You are thinking too much about yourself and not about others. Fear comes into play when we sit there and start thinking, what does somebody think about me? How does this affect me? Instead of thinking about the service behind this business. So if you're having those fearful thoughts, I would suggest reading some Gabrielle Bernstein, maybe reading You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. There's another great book called Punch Fear in the Face by John Acuff. There's lots of books out there. You could listen to Tony Robbins. You can listen to Jim Rohn. You can listen to John Maxwell. There's a lot of PD out there to help you get through those fears. But I will tell you, the number one thing that's going to get you through that fear is taking action. Inaction breeds fear. So making it so that you sit down and you do it anyway is what's going to make you successful in this business. And if you sit down and before you start having those conversations, you start saying to yourself, I'm going to reach out to somebody, I'm going to offer this to somebody because it has done this for me. Start focusing on what you are grateful for that this business has brought into your life. Maybe at this point, it's just hope. Right? Hope for a better future, hope for freedom, hope for more money, hope for better finances, hope for like better relationships or more community in your life. Maybe that is what it's given to you right now. Or maybe it has helped you pay bills. Or maybe it has made you the healthiest you've ever been in your life and you feel fantastic. Maybe it's just that you feel like you have purpose now. Whatever it is that this business is given to you, maybe it's the personal development, think about those things. Think about the positive things that you're grateful for that you can turn around and offer somebody else now, and then sit down and start talking to people. And excuses, I feel like, only come up when you are still being fearful, because you're literally making excuses so that you don't have to face that fear. So, self-evaluation time. Do you want real answers, or do you want to make excuses? So when you are talking to your coach and you're telling them you're not here yet because of this, are you looking for them to really give you the truth of what you need to do to get there? Or are you just looking to make more excuses? If your coach is giving you advice, they're giving you advice because they want you to succeed, but they can't physically make you do those things. You have to take their advice and run with it. And like I said, we have plenty of resources, so you guys know what to do. Are you making this business more complicated than it needs to be? I already said that to you guys. At the crux of this business, it is drink a shake, do a workout, read a book, talk to people. Those 4 things. You don't even have to be running training groups. You don't have to be doing any of that. If you really are leading by example, and you can turn around and say to somebody, hey, this is what I did today. I read a book for 15 minutes. I drank a shake. I did my workout. And then I reached out to 5 people and I said hello and invited them to a challenge group. How easy is that? That's so easy. It's something somebody can duplicate, right? It's something that somebody can be like, well, I could do that. If that's all I need to be doing every single day in order to be successful, I can do that. So are you making it more complicated and then not doing the work? Or are you making it easy for yourself and then passing that on to somebody else, saying, this is how easy it is to do? Do you give yourself an excuse not to start? I'll start tomorrow. Today I need to organize all of this. I hear that all the time. Like, I'm going to spend some time tomorrow organizing my lists. Is that money-making behavior? Is that part of the 4 vital behaviors? I don't think it is. I'm going to spend some time today creating images so that I can post them in my groups. Is that money-making behaviors? Is that helping anybody? No. So what are the excuses that you're making that are stopping you from pushing forward and doing those 4 things that I just said that are super duper simple every single day? Are you taking initiative and doing things without prompts? Or are you waiting for your coach to say, hey, did you do something today? This is your business, right? If you owned a restaurant, would you expect somebody else to go and put the open sign open and then like hire your people and have your servers go and take people's orders? No. If you owned your own restaurant, if you just opened your own restaurant, you realize that's up to you, right? I think it was Keisha. I think she said it today. She said something about it's like having a cell phone. It's like, if you had a cell phone and you didn't plug it in, right? So it's just dead. It's like a really expensive paperweight, right? But it's just like your life. Like, it's just like this business. You have to plug in. You have to do the behaviors in order for it to work. Otherwise, you're just sitting there like a useless paperweight. Are you taking it? Okay, so I already said that. Are you doing the work that is equal to the amount of success that you want? So I love when I sit back at the end of the day and I ask myself, if one of my coaches did exactly what I did today, would they be successful in this business? And if the answer is no, then you got to get to work, right? If my coaches did the same exact behaviors that I did today, would they get where they wanted to be? And if you're saying that you want to leave your job and you want to make a 6-figure income, but then you're making excuses as to why you can't find 30 minutes during your day to reach out to 5 people and follow up with those that are interested and post in your challenge group, then I don't think they equate to each other. You're not going to get there. And are you focusing on selling or sharing? Because if you're focusing on selling, you're never going to get there. I will tell you recently, the best posts that I've put up, the ones that get the most love, are the ones where I dig deep and I tell a story, something about my story, something about my childhood, something about my weight story, something about my financial story, something about my relationship, those sorts of things. Those are the things that get the most likes. When I spend time putting together a post that's more of like something that's trying to be creative, it doesn't get as much love. It also takes more time. So share yourself, and that's what's going to sell this business for you. But you can't just do it once a month, right? You have to be talking all the time. You have to be putting those posts up every single day. Every single day. All right. We already talked about it. Inviting. Friend, 5 new people a day. Post 3 to 5 times a day. Start 5 new conversations a day. That's relationship building. Build value, right? Are your posts something that are just being thrown up so that you've put 3 posts up a day? Or are they going to offer something valuable to somebody who needs it when they see it at that time? Yes, Amanda said it. Just be yourself. I will say I saw a major difference in Amanda's posts when she went from just talking about strictly workouts and food all the time to sharing herself. That's when her business started blowing up and she went diamond very, very quickly, because people want to know you. They want to see what you're doing. They want an inside scoop, and the things that you have going on in your life are things that show them that they're not alone, that they're like you, that if you can do it, they can do it. That is your job as a coach, is to spread that hope, to spread that joy, to share with them what they can have, and to give them the encouragement to do it, right? Can't do that if you're just talking about sales on your Facebook page or talking about the workout and acting like every day it's just so easy to pop in my workout and drink my shake and look at me, life is easy. You've got to talk about the struggles. You have to talk about your daily life. You have to talk about all of those things every single day. Build value. Handling objections. So you guys, I'm going to go into that a little bit later, but there's 3 documents right in the file section of the team page that tell you exactly how to handle objections. And a simple when you reach out to somebody, right? Like, they liked your post and it was a challenge group post, and they're like, you reach out to them and you're like, hey, I saw you like my post. I'd love to have you in the challenge group. What are your health and fitness goals? And they're like, oh, I was just liking it because I liked the picture. That's not like okay, we'll just leave it at that. That's like, well, that's great. Thank you for that. But how are you? Have you ever considered joining one of my groups? Do you have any health and fitness goals? Dig in further, right? Dig in further. And also, you will get less objections if you do most of the work on your social media in advance. When people see your branding, when they see what you've been through, when they hear your story, when they see, the struggles that you've been through, when they see you doing the workouts, when they see you getting results, when they see your coaches getting results, when you're sharing those things, you're taking care of all of that before you even talk to somebody. And then when you're talking to them, if you're talking to them really about their goals, how you can help them, digging deep, not just I want to lose weight, but okay, how much weight do you want to lose? How did you gain the weight in the first place? What are you going through? What are your struggles? Taking the time to go through that. When you go in and actually ask them if they want a recommendation and give them something, you've built so much value there. They're not going to say, how much is this? They will not be able to wait to sign up. the more I share about myself, and this recently like has just come to like a head, the more I share about myself, the more I have people messaging me directly who I've never talked to saying, hey, I've been watching your story and I really want to learn more about this coaching thing. Really, 3 of them in the last week have messaged me. They're signing up this month. Okay, so go to bed with an empty messenger. I know for myself, I feel like if I go to bed, I can't really like fall asleep if I feel like I haven't done what I was supposed to do for the day. That's the guilty feeling of not doing those little behaviors every single day that get you somewhere, right? So if you're doing those behaviors every single day, you're going to be able to sleep better. You're going to spend a lot more less time worrying about doing it. You're just going to do it and be done with it. And if you check in and just make sure that your messenger's clean before you go to bed, you can put your phone on airplane mode and disconnect for an hour, 2 hours, whatever, go to bed and wake up the next morning and then respond. But you're going to feel a lot better doing that. And if you want quicker success, you just do all of this, more of it. All right, so posting 3 to 5 times a day, your brand, but in a sneak peek. So you guys, I just told you about that post that you can go to. It's in the files section. Jump right in there, take a peek. Like I said, it's a very, very comprehensive long list about things that you can post about. So if you're like, I don't know how to post my story, go look in there. It's going to show you how to. But things that you can post about on a daily basis, your personal development. If you're doing it every day, you should be learning something every day. You at least have one takeaway that you can talk about on your on your page. Kat and Carl and Ryan and I went to church on Sunday. It was an amazing sermon. She talked all about how like being yourself, the best you can be, is your gift to this planet, right? And that, when you're being your best you and doing what you do best, not even Jesus could do it better than you. And she talked about how, this heaven on earth or this is the kingdom of heaven, right? Like this is our reality. And when we are, we can misjudge things. We can have our own perceptions and all of those things, but really it's what we created it, and us being of God and doing what he said and spreading his message is just acting our best selves and giving ourselves to the world and sharing our light. How much does that sound like a Gabby training, right? So they all go together, but like it was such like oh, I love this. And then you could leave church and you can talk about it. Just like you can leave a meditation and you can talk about it, or you can read personal development and you can talk about it and create a post about it. Those are things that you can have aha moments with and share with the world. And I actually had somebody reach out to me that said to me, I see you post all the time about your personal development, and I know that you love to work out, and I see your lifestyle, and I feel like you're a lot like me. I saw you went to church on Sunday. What church did you go to? Because I feel like if you liked it, I would like it. Right? That means I've done a pretty good job branding myself as somebody that this person can relate to. Shakeology. Are you drinking Shakeology every day? What is it doing for you? Please don't just put Shakeology posts up where you're kissing your freaking Shakeology bottle and being like, drank my Shakeology today. What are you drinking and why? People don't even know what Shakeology is. So instead of calling it Shakeology all the time, maybe you call it just drank my dense superfood shake for the day. And then you talk about what it's done for you. Is it killing your cravings? Is it helping boost your energy? Are you sleeping better at night? Is your skin looking better? Your nails growing faster? Your hair growing faster? Are you more regular? Do you not get those, 1 or 2 p.m. like lulls? Are you not craving? You don't get hangry anymore? I don't get hangry anymore. I used to get super low blood sugar and be super, super duper hangry. What is it doing for you? Share that. Talk about why you drink it. Don't just share that you're drinking it. Workout. Did you do your workout today? Was it hard? Was it easy? Which one did you do? Are you seeing any improvements? Did you struggle? If you were struggling getting motivated, what made you get motivated? Did you post in your group? What did you talk about in your group today? What's somebody else talking about in your group today? Can you do a live video of your workout? Can you do a live video after your workout? What can you talk about within your workout today? Post that. Favorite parts of Beachbody coaching. That's super easy for me. I love talking about mentoring other people. I love talking about making more money. I love talking about other people making more money. I love freedom. I talk about being able to work with my dog and my husband. Those are all things that you can talk about Beachbody. You can talk about objections. You guys might have seen my post tonight. What objections have you got lately that you can turn around and start talking about live in front of other people? And then again, you are getting rid of that objection for somebody before you even talk to them because they're seeing you post about that often. I don't have enough space in my house. Really? I work out in like a 5 by 10 room with like 4 people sometimes, or I have downstairs neighbors. So do I. Or whatever it might be. I like to work out outside. Well, great. You can do that with Beachbody On Demand. I don't have enough money. This is cheaper than going to a gym and buying Starbucks every day. I don't like, you can talk about those objections on your social media on a daily basis. And then you got them out of the way. Lifestyle. What do you have with lifestyle? I'm going on a freaking trip to Punta Cana with my best friend soon, right? That's part of my lifestyle. I got to work out twice today. I worked out in the morning because I wanted to, and then I worked out this afternoon, or because it was part of my routine, and then I worked out this afternoon because Ryan and I looked at each other. We're like, we're bored. Let's do a cardio workout. Address your struggles. I already talked about that. Inspirational, motivational. You can talk about those things. You can talk about, what inspires you or what motivates you, or you can just be yourself and tell your story, and that's going to go ahead and inspire other people. Nutrition. What are you eating today? Talk about that. Wins, my own, my coaches, my challengers, financial, physical, comfort zones. These are all things that you can post about every single day that brands you as a fantastic Beachbody coach, but also shares your story and shares your life. And it can overlap. It doesn't have to be one or the other. All right. Handling objections. Part of making Success Club, right, is actually helping people get started. But if you're feeling like, I get people to this certain point and then they say no, or it's not time, or they don't have money, like, here's how you can handle some of those objections. Feel, felt, found. Use it all the time. I know exactly how you feel. I felt that same way. What I found was, right? So somebody says Shakeology is too expensive. I go, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way. Actually, I told Ryan that he had to drink this entire bag of the old version of green berries before he got his other chocolate bag when he first started coaching, because I said that it was too expensive and that I didn't like it, so it was a waste. But what I found is that the chocolate was really delicious, and then when I started drinking it every single day, X, Y, Z. See how that works? Feel, felt, found. Whatever their excuses. I don't like shakes. I like to eat my food. I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found is I just use it as a snack every day, and it actually helps curb my cravings and helps me to crave better foods for me. And I still get to enjoy, my foodie stuff, but I do it knowing that I'm doing something else that's really perfect for me nutritionally that day and keeping me on target. All right. So I don't know about that, but what I do know, this one is perfect for somebody who tells you that they're doing something else, right? Like somebody who's like, well, I don't know. I've tried the Arbonne shakes. Do you know about them? No, I don't know anything about them. But what I do know is Shakeology has done this for me, right? So you're never going to compare. You're never going to say, oh, that shake's bad. You're never going to, say, oh, mine's better. You're not going to do that. You're going to say, you know what? I don't know about that. But what I do know is this has done this for me. Now that I know there's a financial need, have you ever considered coaching? I use that line all the time. Somebody gives me a money excuse. I said, well, now that I know there's a financial need, have you ever considered coaching with me? And they'll go, well, I don't know. I've never considered that. What is that? How do you do that? There you go. Now you have a whole conversation started about how to become a coach. Is it really just the money holding you back? That's another one I'll use if I get the money excuse, because maybe I haven't done a good enough job figuring out what it is that they need. Maybe I gave them the wrong recommendation. Maybe I didn't dig deep enough into their goals, or I didn't realize that they liked something else. Is it really just the money holding you back? Sometimes you'll get things that are like, well, no, actually and they'll tell you whatever's going on. And then you can talk about that. Again, what's holding you back? Reiterate goals. Time, money, and stress are just the easiest excuses that you can get. So I will compare it to somebody on our team, if they have a similar situation, or I will tell them how I can help them figure out how to make that money back, or I will tell them how I can help them figure out, how to get their workouts in and what time to get them in. And the group's really great for that. If it's stress, we can talk about how, working out and eating right is really going to help them handle those things that are going on. But time and money are usually the things that you get if you haven't dug deep enough into their why. I already told you about I like food. I don't want to drink shakes. All right, drink a protein shake, or do I have to do the shakes? So somebody says to me, do I have to do the shakes? I say no, but you told me that you wanted these results and you asked me for advice. And I'm telling you, this is how I got to where I am. And it is the best solution for you. And when they say it's a protein shake, I say Shakeology is not just a protein shake. Shakeology is a dense superfood nutrition shake. It's going to feed your body at the cellular level. It is going to fill those nutritional gaps that you have that are currently making you hold on to fat because your body thinks it's starving. It's also going to curb your cravings because of that same reason. It's also going to help with your energy because it's going to balance your blood sugar. It is not a protein shake. And you are going to have the best results of your life with it, and you're going to love it. And it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So why not just give it a shot and drink it every single freaking day? And if you're not as obsessed with it as I think you will be, and as I am, I will help you send it back. right? I'm paleo. Great. Ryan and I pretty much are too. So the container system fits that perfectly. I do CrossFit. Awesome. I know people who do CrossFit too, who also drink Shakeology, who also do Beachbody workouts, who actually do better in their CrossFit records because they're doing these other workouts. Talk about that. Actually, who is it? The dude that wins all the games in freaking CrossFit.
Rich Froning.
Rich Froning doesn't use CrossFit to train. Does everything to train. So I talk about that. I don't have enough space or motivation. Talk to you about that. I like to work outside. Talk to you about that. I tried Shakeology. It hurt my stomach. Anybody got that one before? All I have to say is try it with a half a scoop twice a day and mix it with a healthy fat and a banana to make it slow down digestion, and then tell me. Okay. Next. All right, be proof the product works. Guys, I already talked to you about this, but do your workout, drink your shake every single day. No hybrids. Don't mix and match programs unless you're following the challenge du jour to a T. Are you following the program to a T? If you're not, then it's no wonder that you're not seeing results. That means the nutrition plan as well. Are you talking about that on a daily basis? If I went to your Facebook page right now, would I know what workout that you're doing? Would I know where you started? Would I know where you're at? And would I know where you want to go? If not, you're not being proof the product works. You need to share more of that. I will tell you the second that you start showing results, you will get a lot more interest in your business. When someone comes to your profile, do they know what program you're doing? Do they know what groups you're running? Do they know that you're getting results? Do they know that you're someone that can help them? If not, you need to reassess what you're posting. Personal development, we already talked about. You have to change before you can help anyone else. When you become better, your team becomes better, right? So what is it that you need to work on? We have an entire list on our teamprojectfearless.com website of personal development books. We also have a list in the file section of the team page. You can also ask your coach, but you should be reading and listening to something every single day. And if you're not where you want to be with your fitness, if you're not where you want to be in your business, if you're not where you want to be in your relationships, if you're not where you want to be in your life, it means you should up your PD game by a lot. Excuses like I don't have time, I don't like to read, I don't know what to read, I keep reading the same book over and over and over again since I was a coach day one. It's time to change what you're reading, and you always have time. You guys drive in cars every single day. You can listen to audio while you're in the car. You can listen to audio. Most of you work desk jobs. You can listen to something while you're doing other stuff at your desk. I'm sure people have the radio on. Why not listen to some PD? And I like this saying, you should sit in meditation for 20 minutes every day. Unless you're too busy, then you should sit in it for an hour. And I love how Gabby says, like, starting your day with 5 minutes of a meditation can change your entire life. It'll make you see the world with more love. It'll make you be able to deal with stress better. It'll give you more energy. It'll prep you better for your day. Create a to-do list and stick to it. So guys, this is about prioritizing. This is about prioritizing what you're going to do during the day. You know, if you know that you have a busy day coming up, wake up earlier, you know, or go to bed later, but make sure that you're getting in the things that you know you need to do to push your day forward and push your life forward. Power hour. Staying out of the news feed. You know, you can get in there and put specific time into the news feed. I'm going to spend 15 minutes loving on all of my people's stuff so that I can build that edge rank. But then I'm getting out of there and I'm going to go do this. You know, stop comparing. The second that you take your eyes from down here and what you're doing and you start looking at what everybody else is doing is the second your business starts falling apart. I got to where I was my first year of this business because I didn't even know who any of the top coaches were. I wasn't looking at any of their posts. I wasn't copying anything that they were doing. I wasn't paying attention to who made the most Success Club points. I really didn't give a rat's ass. I was just doing my own thing and I was in my own zone and I was like, I need to help as many people as I freaking possibly can so I can get to where I want, which is to quit my job. And that's what I did in 6 months. Stop comparing yourself, okay? Stop looking at what other people are doing and trying to emulate them. That energy that you put into trying to be like somebody else is going to, number one, attract their tribe, not yours, and then working with them is going to suck. Not only that, you just spent so much time working on trying to be like somebody else that they're already off changing the way they're doing things while you're still sitting there trying to do what they were doing before that may or may not have been working for them. When you could just be sharing yourself. And by sharing yourself, you're going to attract your tribe and you're going to get what you want. So stop looking at what other people are doing. It's not getting you anywhere. It's hurting your business. And then what happens is you start creating all these ideas, right? I'm not as good as her. Oh, I wish I could make as many Success Club points as her. Oh, she's ranked up higher than I did. Oh, she's making more money than I am. And then because you're doing that, you're creating self-fulfilling beliefs in your own self that you suck at what you're doing. And then your business starts declining, and then you're like, see, I was right, and you get into this negative spiral. Who gives a crap what any other coach in this business is doing? You cannot compare yourself to where they are today from where they were when, like, you don't know what's going on in their life. You guys are at different spots, and you're exactly where you need to be right now to be attracting the people that you want in your business. So keep that in mind. If you start finding yourself spending time looking at what other people are doing too much, stop and do your own thing. And overthinking, stop overthinking everything. Oh, I want to put this post up, but I'm not sure if it's perfect. I'm not sure if I should tell this part of my story. I'm worried about what somebody else is going to think of me. Oh, I don't know if I did this right. Oh, I don't know if I should create a group for my coaches because I don't know if I'm a good enough leader. Stop overthinking. Just do. Just do. Oh, I don't know everything about Success Club. I don't know everything about Rank. I don't know everything about this. Who gives a shit? Just move forward. Like I said, my first 6 months of coaching, I had no freaking clue what I was doing, and I went 5-star. No clue. Not a freaking clue. All right, so what do? Really easy. From there, you do all those things, you guys, you hit Success Club. When you hit Success Club, that means that you've recruited people, right? So help them get results, help them if they're building coaches, hit Success Club, do it again, 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 do it again. That is how you build this business. Duplication, duplication, duplication. You make Success Club, you teach somebody else to make Success Club. They teach somebody else to make Success Club. They teach somebody else to make Success Club. People who have coaches underneath them that are making Success Club make 15 times more money than those that don't. So if you're asking me if Success Club is important, yes, it's important. Road to success. At the beginning of the month, make 3 lists to work from. So I'm going to just recap this all for you right now, guys, okay? The beginning of the month, make 3 lists to work from and message all of them. Don't worry about the how, just do it. So create your list of challengers. Who's in your challenge group right now? Are they kicking butt? Are they not kicking butt? And you need to help them start like paying attention more and getting better results because you promised them they would. But if they're kicking butt, reach out to them and say, hey, have you ever considered coaching? You're doing everything you need to right now. List of new prospects. So those new people that you're going to reach out to every day. And your list of no's, that's kind of like your forever list that I was talking about, right? Like they never go away. If somebody says no to me, it's a not right now. In Teamsy, I just move it so that I'll talk to them in a month or 2. When I was using my planner, I would just boop, boop, move them up a month or 2. That was it. Unless they told me, hell no, I want nothing to do with this. Please stop messaging me. I really am never going to change my mind. And the next time you message me, I'm going to block you. Then they don't come off my list. Set a goal to be in Success Club by the 15th of the month. Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Be in Success Club 15 Success Club 5 by the 15th of the month. What does that mean? What that means is if you're in Success Club half the month through, it gives you the rest of the month to work with those people that you just signed up, to help them get into Success Club, to help them get going in your challenge groups, to help them learn, right? And that's what it's all about. Also, non-negotiable, guys, means exactly what that says. Non-negotiable. I made making Success Club 10 a non-negotiable for myself, and now I've been in Success Club 10 or higher for 41 months in a row because I made it a non-negotiable. If I can do it, you can do it. And basically, it's just like, if I'm not there yet, I know I need to push harder. I need to work harder. I need to stay up later. I need to talk to more people. I need to go through those freaking lists again. I need to find new people. It's midnight. Great. Everybody's sleeping here. I need to start talking to people on the West Coast because it's a non-negotiable every single month. And if you push that hard, right, every single month to make it into Success Club, you're going to get no's and not right nows. But what happens is you create that snowball effect. So then the next month, all of a sudden it's easier. And the next month it's easier and then easier and then easier. But if you start and stop and start and stop and start and stop, you make this business really freaking hard for yourself. You make it really, really hard for yourself. Don't make it hard for yourself. Do it consistently every single day, and all of a sudden making Success Club at the 15th of the month is going to be the easiest thing you've ever done. There's certain things you can do too. You can post about your upcoming groups towards the end of the month. You can push real hard towards the end of the month to make SC 10 or higher. You can do those sorts of things that bring you into the next month with sort of like a nice little funnel of those that are ready to go. Run your page like a sneak peek. So post 1 to 2 times a day for what you want to attract. We just talked about all of those things that you can talk about. Objections, your brand, what you're doing, all of that, yada, yada, yada. That's what you're doing. Okay. Hit Success Club by the 15th month. I already told that. Teach your team that Success Club is the key to the business and help them hit it by leading by example. You guys, if you want coaches to make Success Club, make it yourself, right? If you want your coaches to make Success Club, you have to lead by example and you have to get in Success Club yourself. How can you tell somebody else to do something that you're not doing? And it is the key to this business. It was back when I'd only been in Success Club 10 for 24 months in a row, but I did a little graphic, and actually it's in the Find, Share, Invite group if you want to go check it out. It's on the day 21 post. But it talks about how in Success Club leads alone, so by making SE10 and getting Success Club leads, in leads alone, I made $848 a year, because it actually, I made more than that obviously, but what it did is it covered my business fees, it covered my club fees, and it covered my Shakeology every single month. And then above and beyond that, that's what I made. And that's not including, like, maybe I turned that person into a coach and they started working the business. That's not including the commissions that I received from my regular stuff, or my cycle bonuses, or my matching bonuses, or any of that jazz. So by doing Success Club, you already make money. You're getting I got 250 leads in 2 years. So essentially what that meant was I had 250 more people that I could create relationships with to reach out to. And then on top of that, it was pushing my business forward, because I was signing enough people into my business that I could help those people go diamond, and I could help those people go star diamond, and they're putting volume in my business. Success Club is the key, and it's something that's so simple to do and so easy to track. It's all you have to pay attention to. Do SE10 or higher every single month, and you will make 6 figures within 3 years. I did it from scratch. Literally nobody putting me in a power leg, nobody putting me in a power leg, nobody building underneath me building by myself. My entire friggin' team, every single person I put there was everybody there was somebody I put there, or somebody one of my people put there, or one of their people put there. Meaning I had no help from up here putting people there to make money off of. And I was still able to do that because I made SE10 or higher each month. So there's no excuses. You guys are putting awesome friggin' legs. You can do this. Okay. All right, so how do you do that? Talk about Success Club on the first one-on-one call. Tell them it's their first goal. When it's their first goal, it's going to help them pay for the challenge pack that they just purchased. It's going to help them help 3 people and get 3 people into a challenge group with them, which is super exciting, and it's going to make Success Club for them. Okay, help create that first post with them on that. And help them hit, Success Club their first month by helping them start those conversations with those people who liked that first post. And then duplication in their team. So they know now that's how they get those people going. 3 vital behaviors every single day. The 4th vital behavior, I feel like you can do like once a week. Don't make excuses, then do it all over again every single day. So that's how you did it. Okay. I think this is the last slide. What I did the first 6 months of my business, because, I grew it really, really quickly. And I wanted to show you guys how you can grow it really quickly. And by growing it really quickly, I mean, I matched my salary in the first 6 months of my business, and I went 6-star elite in my first year of this business. And so if your goal is to make money, to gain freedom, and to do those sorts of things, this is what I did to get there. Reached out to as many people as I possibly could each day. Lunch breaks, at night, before work. I promised myself 5 before I went to bed if it was the busiest day ever, and 5 was my minimum. That was my non-negotiable minimum. Started my own training groups. Didn't wait for somebody else to do it, just ran with it, failed forward. I reached out to my upline when I needed help, but I also checked out the resources around me. I listened and watched other leaders and implemented it in my own business. So I didn't reinvent the wheel, but I tweaked and made my own. I made Success Club non-negotiable, complete non-negotiable. I've never missed SE10 and I'm not going to. I meditated every day. I meditated every night. I prayed every night. Echo Car, Gabby's white light meditation, and the chapter 10 exercise and add more into your life were the things that I followed. If you want more information in that, you can ask me or ask in the team page and I'll post it. I set goals for myself. So I knew that I wanted 5-star elite. I set that goal for myself. I went 6-star elite because I concentrated on it and I pushed hard to get there. Have your coach break that down for you. What are you shooting for? Set the goal, put it out there, be detailed, be specific, and then start aiming for it and doing those behaviors. I searched for better ways of doing things and I wasn't afraid to try something and fail. I made it my mission to focus on how I could help. I stepped away when my energy wasn't good. So if I was sitting down at the computer and I was fearful and I started talking to people and everybody started saying no, I knew it was me, and I'd walk away and I would go work on myself, go read something positive, go do a little dance, listen to music, meditate, whatever I need to do to tell myself to get in a better mood, sit there and talk about and think about the things that I was grateful for, focus on what I had to offer people, and then sit back down and everything would change. I was the CEO of my own business, and I knew that my success or failure depended on me and me only, not anyone else, not the team, not my coach, not anybody around me. And you guys, if you do this and you do this right, it'll change your life. That's something Chris Reed says all the time, and it's absolutely true. But if you do this and you do it every day and you accept responsibility and you search for the tools and the resources that you need, where you will be in a year is dumbfounding. Like, it'll change your life. To know that it depends on you and you alone is liberating. I ran team calls. Even as an Emerald coach, you guys, I ran team calls because I always knew that I had something to offer. I knew what I was doing. I was running for it. I could talk to people about what I was doing to be successful in Making Success Club. So if you're an Emerald coach and you're Making Success Club, have you offered to do a team call yet? If not, you should jump on there. If it's out of your comfort zone, you should really do it. I never dropped rank from diamond. You know, you check your downline, you get your ducks in a row, you figure out what's going on, you figure out what you need to do there, and you make it a non-negotiable to make that happen. And you just keep going at 10x levels so that you stay where you want to and you move forward. Again, I worked at a 10x level. If you guys haven't read the 10x rule, is that what it's called? Great book by Grant Cardone. I recommend the audio. I like his voice. He has a southern accent. It's funny. I worked when I didn't want to, because I would end up wanting to. So what does that mean? I worked when I didn't want to. You'll hear a lot of leaders say that it's important to work this business every day, but it's even more important to work it when you don't want to. And when you don't want to, everything everything you need is given to you. All of a sudden you get like a perfect conversation and then it energizes you, or you help a coach and that energizes you. And then you want to keep going and going and going. And maybe sometimes you're sitting down going, I don't want to do my power hour right now. I can't believe I have to do this right now. Change that thought process. I get to do this right now. I get to help other people change their lives. And by doing so, it's going to change your energy. And then you're going to start getting the things that you need during that time. And then your business will move forward. I sacrificed sleep, sacrificed TV, sacrificed happy hours. I sacrificed weekend ski trips. But guys, here's the key thing. It was worth it. It was for a short amount of time. It was really for like 6 months to a year that I sacrificed those things. I have them all back now. I work for myself. I sleep in every day. I do. I don't set an alarm. I'm out of bed by like 9:30. Sometimes I got out of bed at 8 today. Man, I was pretty impressed by that. But I wake up when I want to. I go to bed when I want to. I take breaks when I want to. I work where I want to. I work out where I want to. So if you ask me if those 6 months to a year where I made some sacrifices were worth it, hell fucking yes, they were. All right. So what do I do every day now? I make a list of people to follow up with. I start 5 new conversations. I friend 5 new people. I check into my groups and my challenge groups and my trainings. I post to Facebook a few times a day. Check in with my coaches. Track my coaches and prospects. Make Success Club, and I repeat. Nothing's really changed, right? That's the beauty of this business. As you grow, it's not that you have to keep duplicating your behavior. It's something you can like work more. You don't gain more hours and have to work even more. You still do the same things that you were doing in the beginning and take the same amount of time. But the compound effect is at play, right? So you have even more freedom than you thought that you would. Okay. So I love this by Oprah Winfrey. It says, the big secret in life is that there is no big secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you are willing to work. So I know this call was a little longer than usual, but hopefully it was beneficial and you guys got a lot out of it. And were there any questions before we jump off? Yes, Shalene did make a great point to not use Beachbody lingo because nobody knows what you're freaking talking about. Oh, I was on BOD today and I did size and then I followed it up with some Quarter Force and I drank my Shake-O. It was freaking awesome. What? Got some PD in and now I'm checking into my CG. What? And even challenge group. I don't even use that term. I typically say like my accountability group, my health and fitness support group, because people don't know what a challenge group is. And then a lot of times you'll get the, oh, I can't do a challenge group. I'm not open to like, I don't want, like people don't think they're ready for it. They think it's some like weird, crazy like contest challenge and they can't do it. It's not what it is. Thanks, Kylie. Be yourself, be yourself. Anything else? Nope. Yep. Nope. Good. All right. Cool. Rock on. All right. I'll post the recording in the team page. I'm so proud of all the rank advancements. Everybody keep pushing. April's been an awesome month already, and I can't wait to see where everybody ends up. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.